What is up YouTube, Backstage Motor here today, and today I wanted to look at something fairly unique, and I've never seen this on YouTube before, and I believe this is the first ever made two-stroke knockoff of your Ktm 125 motor. This is made by Ktm. It's a complete knockoff of your 2017 Sx125 motor. As you can see, it's bang on identical. Absolutely everything, even like the craftsmanship and that, it looks identical. The quality's bang on what you have on your KTMs and that. So they're starting to get really up there, the Chinese motors, etc. Even with your power valve leak, that was very common on your KTMs. This has even got the same problem. So it just shows you how precise they've gone with designing this, or taking what KTM's built and making it a complete bang on replica. Going around it, you can see it's identical. It weighs about the same as a KTM motor, I believe. It's light as. Has a hydraulic clutch setup, as you can see there. All your parts here, as I said, are interchangeable. Your piston, your crank, etc. This one here runs like a weapon. Oh, it did run like a weapon until I didn't get around to jetting it in time. I lent it out to a customer in a rush, and she went blue. That was after about 5 hours. During this times we had comparisons with a YZ125 and with a Sx125. This is actually a stronger motor than the 125 or the YZ125 has in it. Even how it's running crappy, it still managed to beat the 125. It makes about 37 horsepower. Your YZ makes about 34 horsepower, I believe. You can really notice it when riding it. Even with this running as it was crappy, leany on the lean side, this still kicked the YZ's ass. With the KTM, going on comparison with them, I'd say it'd be pretty much on par with the KTM. With the Sx125, we compared it to a 16. I'd say it'd be pretty much on par with it in power if it was running properly. It wasn't far off. The characteristics felt identical. It screams, it's a screamer. Plenty of power, just as it was running crappy. It's actually very impressive to see how powerful it was for a Chinese motor that cost about $1,000 US, which is pretty insane when you look at your KTMs. Their motors would cost an absolute freaking killing. Going around, that's about it. Probably covers it all in what I wanted to cover in this video. I do plan to open this up a bit further, hopefully get into the bottom end, etc. Its gearbox and all that was really nice, being on like the KTM's. It did take a little bit to get. It was a bit sticky to start with, but then it came fine. It was just everything's quite tight tolerance on your new modern bikes, so that's expected. Yeah, overall it's an impressive motor, super impressive motor. And yeah, these will go through a 100-hour durability test. That's running properly, or being tuned correctly. Obviously, if you're running a motor lean, it's not going to last very long. Yeah, it's all running. So they reckon a top end can last on these riding normally 100 hours, and your bottom end can extend that. They haven't gone past. They don't exactly know how far your bottom end can go, but that's the testing they've done on these so far. So yeah, that's about it. That's about all I want to cover in this video. I'll get into more depth on this and some more cool parts that I've got my hands on that KTM, or that a Chinese manufacturer actually copied off KTM. I've got a lot here, basically everything. I've basically got a whole KTM copy bike here of the Sx125. So thanks for watching. Subscribe